When you walk on Ondiri Wetland, you end up bouncing because it floats on the wetland. Initially, Ondiri Wetland was an open lake that is quite deep, and it was originally called Kīhenia by the locals, meaning the lake that shines, because it reflected water as the water is really sparkling and clear. We have recorded around 200 species of birds, most notably our emblem, the grey-crested crane, which is a waterfowl that is found in the wetland. And we are proud to say that our resident grey-crested cranes actually breed here. So each year we normally see around 2 chicks. They raise around 2 chicks every year. We also got a few reptiles, including the Battersby green snake. Don't be alarmed, it's a harmless species of snake to us, but very vital for the ecosystem. I once encountered one in a death grip with a frog that it was hunting. It was very interesting to watch. My name is Stephen Kiringo Gishanga. I mostly go by Kiringo, and I am a member of Friends of Ondiri Wetland and also the lead botanist. This is where I did my research back when I was a student at the Kenya Wildlife Service Training Institute in the status of waterfowl in Ondiri Wetland, and that's my passion and my profession. Ondiri Wetland is a subterranean wetland, meaning that it is fed subterraneanly by a porous rock, which we call aquifers, that is said to originate from whose research has shown that it's originated from the Aberdares, and it has only one surface outflow, and that is the Nyongara River. It covers an area of around 0.4 kilometers squared and a perimeter of 3 kilometers. So much of the water is subterranean in nature. Just a little percentage of it flows in on the surface of the wetland. So Ondiri Wetland is a peat bog, meaning it is a wetland that is covered by a layer of peat, P-E-A-T, which is a layer of dead plant material that is semi-decomposed. So the carbon has been trapped in time because of the boggy nature of the wetland. When you walk on Ondiri Wetland, you end up bouncing because it floats on the wetland. Initially, Ondiri Wetland was an open lake that is quite deep, and it was originally called Kīhenia by the locals, meaning the lake that shines, because it reflected water as the water is really sparkling and clear. And now it's a peat bog, and the people like to come and bounce on it like a bouncing castle. So the wetland is located in Kikuyu, in an area called Mayaihe. Mayaihe is Kikuyu for Mai Maihe. That is where the boys come to play around and swim and have fun. And back in the days, not so anymore, they used to make little holes on the surface, and they would dive in through one and dive out through the other. So Ondiri Wetland is known for its diverse array of birds, avifauna, let me just say of fauna and flora, because of the fact that it is an inaccessible wetland. So we have recorded around 200 species of birds, most notably our emblem, the grey-crested crane, which is a waterfowl that is found in the wetland. And we are proud to say that our resident grey-crested cranes actually breed here, further cementing the importance of restoring and conserving the wetland. So each year we normally see around 2 chicks. They raise around 2 chicks every year. And we're really proud to be the custodians of this wetland and to see it as a breeding area for the now endangered crane. I forgot to mention that. It is an endangered species and we're really proud that it breeds here at the wetland, owing to the fact that it's declining rapidly elsewhere within Kenya, and especially at Lake Olbolosat, where its main breeding ground is within Kenya. Other species include other waterfowl like the yellow-billed duck. We have the black-crowned night herons. We have the reed cormorants. We have the very elusive African water rail. Then the black creeks. We have the little grebe. We have the intermediate egret. The list goes on. It's very rich in species. When it comes to small mammals, we have mammals. We have small mammals, and that is animals like shrews and the porcupine, the slender-tailed mongoose. And many more. And then we've also got a few reptiles, including the Battersby green snake. Don't be alarmed. It's a harmless species of snake to us, but very vital for the ecosystem. I once encountered one in a death grip with a frog that it was hunting. It was very interesting to watch. That said, Friends of Ondiri Wetland was established in 2017 and has been going strong. Since then, we've been able to implement various restoration projects, including this bench that I'm sitting on, that was donated to us or built for us by the NDC, that is the National Defense College in Karen. We really thank our partners for that. We have NDC also currently doing the perimeter fence, and behind me there's a rumbling noise. We are having an amphitheater that people can come and perform. We've been having tree growing projects, and that all these trees that you're seeing behind me and many others going around the wetland were planted by Friends of Ondiri, Kenya. So we've got many more projects coming along, including our nature trail and so much more. Ondiri Wetland is also in proximity to Dogoto, also a place that is rich in history, owing to the fact that that is where the headquarters of the Scottish Mission and the Presbyterian Church was, and it's renowned for starting the Alliance High School and the Church of the Torch, including the smaller church that was established in 1903. It's been a pleasure doing all this work with the Friends of Ondiri Wetland.